Michelle sat across from him, flanked by Harrison, Clark, and the legal team, the same conference room where she had fired him exactly 1 week earlier. "David," Clark said, "thank you for coming. We understand you might be able to help us resolve these vendor relationship issues." David opened his briefcase and pulled out a folder. "I can do more than help. I can solve the problem completely. My vendors are willing to resume supplying all of Keystone's hospital clients immediately." Michelle felt a surge of hope. "However," David continued, "they'll only do business through David Ruddle Healthcare Logistics. I'll serve as the primary distributor. You'll purchase all medical supplies through my company." Clark leaned forward. "What kind of terms are we talking about?" David slid a contract across the table. "Standard distributor markup is 15%. Given the urgency of the situation and the specialized relationships involved, my markup will be 25%. Michelle's heart sank. A 25% markup on hundreds of thousands of dollars in monthly orders meant David would be making more as their vendor than he ever had as their employee. "That seems excessive," she said. David looked at her with the same calm smile he had given her when she fired him. "Michelle, a week ago I was a cost to be eliminated. Today, I'm the only solution to your supply chain crisis. The market determines value." Clark studied the contract. "These terms are actually reasonable for exclusive distributor relationships. How quickly can you restore service?" "Vendor relationships will be reactivated within 24 hours. Hospital deliveries resume Monday morning. All existing quality standards maintained, and the legal structure protects both companies completely. My vendors trust me. Your hospitals get their supplies. Everyone wins." Clark signed the contract without further discussion. David shook hands with everyone in the room. When he reached Michelle, he held her gaze for a moment. "Thanks for the opportunity," he said. "Sometimes the best business decisions look like mistakes at first." 6 months later, David Ruddle Healthcare Logistics had grown from a spare bedroom operation to a regional medical supply powerhouse. The vendor relationships he had cultivated over 12 years became the foundation for contracts with hospital systems across 3 states. Michelle Harmon lasted another 2 months at Keystone Medical Solutions before accepting a position with a software company in Chicago. The supply chain crisis had been resolved, but her reputation as a manager was irreparably damaged. David kept the business simple: no corporate headquarters, no layers of management, just reliable people delivering essential supplies to places where they mattered most. He hired 3 employees, 2 logistics coordinators and 1 administrative assistant. All of them came from his old contacts in the industry, people who understood that medical supply chains weren't about optimizing spreadsheets but about making sure a cardiac surgeon never had to cancel a procedure because the right stent wasn't available. On a Thursday evening in November, David sat in his home office reviewing the week's delivery reports. Every hospital order fulfilled on time. Every vendor payment processed promptly. No emergencies, no crises, no angry phone calls from administrators whose patients were waiting for supplies. His phone rang. "Tony Valdez from Harrison Medical Supply. David, got a minute? We're thinking about expanding into the Kansas City market. Interested in growing the partnership. Always interested in good business, Tony. Send me the proposal." After he hung up, David looked at Catherine's photo on his desk. She would have been proud. Not because he had gotten revenge on the people who fired him, but because he had built something better from what they threw away. Sometimes, the best response to being undervalued is proving your worth on your own terms.